Yes, Coffee Conversations with Greg J is on. Good morning. How are you today? Everything good? Everything solid? We are working at it, y'all. We're in here trying to do what we do. Had a few issues there in the last few days. The looked like we had been hacked, looked like we had been blocked, looked like we had been, you know, otherwise prevented from doing what it is that we do here at Coffee Conversations with Greg J, and that is tackle topics from a global diasporic perspective. We always come from a space of peace and love. So maybe someone was thinking that we were coming from a space of hate. Maybe somebody out there just didn't like what we were doing over here at Coffee Conversations with Greg J. Won't stop us though. We're growing, we're emerging. We want to be a trusted platform for you to get community news, but not only local community, but from a global perspective. Get insight on music, get insight on arts and culture, and just really talk about the things that are happening around our diaspora. And that means here in the city of Long Beach, where we originate, no doubt, but also all across this country in these United States of America, and even more, the global diaspora. Lots to talk about in that area. We won't be before you very long. We've been wrestling a lot with Facebook and trying to find out why we were blocked. We've had quite a few advocates on our behalf rolling around, learning what is good. Why haven't we been able to do our broadcast in the way that we started? And now it looks like we're back and all good. Everything good. Tens, everything is operating really, really good. You can get us on Coffee Conversations with Greg J, our page, and then you can also get us over on LinkedIn. We're streaming live there. And then we're streaming live at YouTube. We're just trying to build up our audience there. We'll be coming out with a few more access points to our platforms as we begin to expand our ability to share news and information with you. We just want to inform and inspire you in these difficult days and time. A lot of things are going on out there where I don't know. It looks like maybe we're coming out of the pandemic. I don't know if we're coming out of it, but certainly government is loosening its, restrictions and mandates, all over the country. You're seeing and hearing about, well, you don't have to wear a mask outside, but you have to wear it inside. Now is even then, some of the establishments are relaxing those rules. So we're going to be reaching out to our resident health experts to find out where we stand in the pandemic. What's gotten me confused, I guess is the word, um, is the Ukraine situation. They're threatening to go to war, and they're saying that this is making our gas prices go up. Russia is assembling troops, so they say, along the border of Ukraine. And the United States is warning them not to do that. And if they cross the border, it's a sort of an act of war, is how I'm hearing it. Maybe whatever they want to start throwing blows and firing weapons at each other if Russia passes over this border over in Ukraine. My first question for this is why? With all due respect, and man, the people, it always comes down to the people, I feel bad for the people having to live under the strain and stress of the possibility of war, but I'm trying to understand why the United States is all up in the business there. I know we want to keep Russia at bay and they want to keep us at bay, and they've probably been responsible for a lot of things over the last presidential administration, including the way our digital devices are working, right? There's cyber attacks going on, if you ask me. These are just my opinions. I think that, there's a lot going on that they're not even really sharing with the people. But having said that, why are we over there in Ukraine in their business? And then the gas prices. Have you seen the gas prices? Oh my goodness, gas is so high. They're saying in California the average price is $4.78. I know I paid over $5 the other day. It's a lot, man, to put some gas in your tank to get from point A to point B. It's a lot of money. And they're saying it's because of, what's happening over in Ukraine. I tried to figure that part out because the other hand, they're telling us that they want to reduce the reliance of the United States on foreign oil. Do we get oil from Ukraine? I don't think so. Maybe they're taking the oil from us, the people, and using it what they need to move weapons and people over to the front lines in preparation for whatever they're going to do over in Ukraine. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud and sharing it with you on Coffee Conversations with Greg J. There's just a lot happening in this world, right? Well, the federal government found the McMichael brothers and that other dude guilty of violating Ahmaud Arbery's rights, made it a hate crime that puts them in jail for the rest of their life. No possibility of parole. The other guy has a possibility of parole after 30 years. And I hope the family gets closure. I hope the community gets closure. That is a case. We had a lot. We've had a lot. And especially in the last 2 years. Today, it's 2 years ago today, we learned about Ahmaud Arbery. And the guys chased him down. He's jogging. They chased him down. They shoot him and they kill him. I don't know about y'all, but it's a scary notion for me. Do people want to kill me at my site? That's not an outrageous statement or consideration. I think that people really need to, think about where we are in America, right? What's the deal? Is this still the 60s, 30s, the 40s? Like my mom used to say during the civil rights movement, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And so I guess that's what's happening here. As a runner, I was particularly concerned about Ahmaud Arbery. Not taking away from any of the other victims of police killings, victims of vigilante killings, victims of hate. It's just that I could relate to the young brother because I'm a runner too. I could be running through one of these, places out here and somebody want to chase me down because they don't feel I belong and shoot and kill me. What about my children? The boys could be coming home from the store and something could happen because someone doesn't like them, doesn't like the color of their skin. But it's not only that. It's not only hatred of them against us. We've got to reduce this hate of one another. There's a lot of killings, black on black. And I know people don't like to put those in the same pot. I can't help it because all my years of community work, I've held mothers in my arms that have lost children to gun violence, a brother killing another brother. So it's a real thing for me, right? I just want to vibrate peace and love and everything that we do, As a man of God, as a follower, as a believer, I'm very sensitive to the fact that we have been commanded to love one another, and that's what I want to do. And I just would encourage everybody who even pays attention to these podcasts to love one another. Vibrate love, vibrate peace. That's what's going to get us through in these days and time. Just think about it, man. A couple weeks ago, we watched Whoopi Goldberg got suspended from her job because she said that Jewish people were not a race and the Holocaust was not about racism. Somebody took offense to that and suspended her without pay, right? So what did we want to do? We wanted to go out and gain an understanding. So we reached out across our Rolodex, our contact list, to try to find out, my Jewish friends, who can we talk to about this, man? We want to come to an understanding what this is in this present day and time. Got referred to the young Rabbi Scott Fox over there at Temple Israel of Long Beach, California. Talked to him about the whole notion of racism oppression against Jewish people, the Holocaust, what is it? Even had some fun talking about words in the Hebrew, as they say in the Black church. And what do they mean? It was just a really good, wholesome conversation. And somebody blocked us, tried to hack us, tried to destroy what we are doing. But as we told you then, and we're telling you now, we won't stop, can't stop. Got to keep on going, got to keep informing and inspiring the people. This is what we're doing. We've been hard at work, building, rebuilding, remodeling, remixing our platforms. And so pretty soon you'll be able to, we're going to put the music back online at Beach City Radio, beachcityradio.com. I'd like to invite you to pay special attention to the Facebook page that says Beach City Perspective. Join that page. There's going to be a lot more attached to that particular brand that you can enjoy, that you could be inspired, that you could be informed through. We're just working hard, and we want to begin the work that is required to get you aware of these platforms, add them to your mix. And of course, Coffee Conversations with Greg J. You know where we are. We're right here streaming live on Facebook every Tuesday and Thursday. We're on LinkedIn, and we're also on YouTube. So just go ahead and like and subscribe what you see. And this is what we're doing. We are inspiring and informing the people, my people. No disrespect to any others. We're just coming from a culturally relevant perspective and a global position. Why? Because we're all over the continent. God has blessed us to where we could go and establish relationships on the continent of Africa. We've visited many, many times. We're going to have a trip at the end of the year to Ghana. And you know what? We're going to begin to share with you some information about that. So if you want to travel with Coffee Conversations with Greg J over to Ghana, keep an ear out. We're going to be posting some information on a group that we want to put together to go over in December. We want to go back in December, just like we did with Dr. Arikana Chiumbori Kwao. And we want to have a cultural tour and expose y'all to, the beauty that is Ghana, West Africa. And if everything lines up properly, we'll also be there to participate in a global arts conference. I've been asked to speak. Details are forthcoming on that, but we do want to bring a lot of our family and friends over to Ghana, West Africa for that experience. We're looking now that COVID restrictions are beginning to relax. We were looking to return back to South Africa for the Cape Town Jazz Festival. We'll probably do that in 2023. We're just trying to see how things are beginning to recover. If you recall, we've been going down to South Africa for more than a decade now. Luke Angel and all y'all, we coming, we want to get it together. So we want to begin to leverage this platform to inform you of these great trips to the motherland. One thing is I'm going to do is show you a great time when you land on the motherland, and you'll be deeply, exceedingly happy with the experiences that we're able to facilitate and share with you. Here in Long Beach, we've been really reflecting on the upcoming election season. It's midterms are coming up. So I know that all of 2021, we were inundated with so many, electoral situations. They tried to recall the governor. There was all this stuff going on. And then even in 2020, we had the presidential election. But now here we are, 2022, with the midterms. And there's a lot at stake right there. In the region of Southern California, where we originate, you see Karen Bass is running for mayor of Los Angeles. If she wins, she would be the first African-American woman who is elected mayor of our great city of Los Angeles. Here in Long Beach, Rex Richardson is running. If he is elected, he'll be the first Black man to be the mayor of Long Beach, California. He would join the mayor of Compton, Emma Sharif, the mayor of Carson, Miss Lula Holmes. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And Black political leadership on the move. But, you know, we want the brothers and sisters to win. We also want them to do right. And I believe that, you know, all of these are you know, good candidates, viable. So, you know, the main thing is, though, it doesn't matter who I think should win. I'm just spouting my opinion. But, you know, y'all need to vote. Don't get burnt out. It's a critical time right now. We have to vote. We have to cast our ballot. And they've made it easier now. They figured that part out, you know. Mail the ballot to your house, you do your thing, and you mail it in. And that's, you know, there it is. And so it's very critical where we are that you cast your vote. It's critical locally, it's critical statewide, and it is critical for your representation in Washington, D.C. We don't know what's going on in this country of ours. Certainly things are changing. You know, are we under some sort of cyber attack? The guy was talking about Ukraine today on the news, and he said we can expect cyber attacks. So that goes to show you, I think, you know, we have been under periodic attacks all along. You know, it's a serious time. We live in dangerous times, but the main thing is to stay prayerful, keep vibrating love and light, keep vibrating love and light, keep vibrating love and light. Healing over the land. Healing in your body, healing in your mind, healing in your attitudes towards one another. Let's do that together. Thursday, we're going to be back live now that we are all lined up. Looks like all systems are go on today. This was a test. Looks like we've been successful. Thank you, Lord, for protecting us from these crazy, you know, hackers and blockers and haters out there. Deliver us from haters. Prayerfully, we'll have a really great, strong, award-winning guest. He's got a new book. He's an Academy Award winner, and hopefully his schedule is there for us. And I'm talking about the one and only Matthew Cherry with his animated children's books. That's all I want to say. Matthew Cherry is supposed to come through here on Thursday for a short time to check us out, right? And also, too, we are working with, you know, a series. We want to do Blacks in classical music. That's what we're trying to do. It's still Black History Month. But as we learned at the beginning of this important time, we are Black music, Black history. Did I say Black Music Month? It's Black History Month. Well, we're Black history all day, every day, all year round. Thank you, Dr. Daniel Walker, for giving us that insight. You know, maybe I'll take that one and replay it after I'm done running my mouth here so that you all can check him out. It was really a fantastic presentation, and we were glad to have our friend Dr. Daniel Walker come through and express Black History Month and what it means to us in this days and time. All right, I think I've covered everything. Remember Beach City Radio, beachcityradio.com, Coffee Conversations with Greg J. Join the page, Beach City Perspective. Join that page. You can always get your Kalimba Song coffee, imported farmer direct from the mountains of Cameroon. We're getting a fresh shipment in. If you got orders in, I know a couple of y'all have gone to the website, made your orders, and we ran out of stock. Oh, wow. You know, really doing well with our pop-ups, and we thank you for that. But our orders, but you can go on to kalimbasongcoffeecompany.com and make your order, and we'll get it to you within a week. We're expecting our new shipment from Cameroon any day now. So we'll get that all roasted and packaged up for you, and we'll get it out to you. Isn't that awesome? And then you can always go down to Village Treasures African Art Store in Long Beach at Long Beach Boulevard and Broadway. and check out Max and them. They got some already in there. So it'll be good for you. Coffee. And that's why we have Coffee Conversations. The audio versions of Coffee Conversations with Greg J is always available in the podcast, wherever you get your favorite podcast: Spotify, Spreaker, iHeart, Apple, Google, was it Deezer? We're even on Geo7, which is the largest podcast platform in India. So we're picking up some listeners on an international flavor. And so Coffee Conversations audio only is available to you. And we are bringing back Afro Pop Radio. Afro Pop Radio, all your contemporary African music hits right there in podcast form. All right, y'all. Just love one another. Have a great day. Make it the best day ever. Love one another. Love one another. Peace and blessings.